Welcome in, everybody. We're here with the TFS crew out of the 256. Another podcast coming your way. If you guys haven't had a chance, please check out episode 1. We've got an introduction with the crew here on site. Today we have a special appearance by my man Gyles over here. Appreciate you coming through. Thank you very much. And Chandler, the producer. Thank you very much, man, for coming through. So we're here on episode 2. I'm just going to throw it around the table if you guys didn't catch the first episode. And to my left, give a little introduction here, Jay.
Yeah, man, what's up? How you guys doing? 256 Productions crew coming at you with episode 2 of the podcast, like Austin said. My name is Jay Stone. Onyx Corwin is my artist name. Look me up on all platforms, Onyx Corwin. Follow me on Instagram, Onyx_Corwin. Yeah, man, let's get into it.
We got Dilla Thompson, also known as DJ Big Dilly. Yeah.
It's on me. Gyles Smith. People also call me King Hundo. And I make the musics.
I'm Na7ion. I produce for King Hundo.
That's what's up. What's up.
All right. Again, I'm Austin Green, your host here, and thank you guys very much for tuning in to episode 2. We're looking forward to introducing a couple of artists from around the area. As we promised you guys, the 256 has way more talent than I personally ever thought. Just in a few months of hanging out here around the studio, I've been able to see some guys come through and really surprise me. These are not backpack rappers that we're talking about right here. These guys really have some talent. I hope everybody that's watching right now goes through and gives them a view. So just to get this episode started off, Gyles, I'm going to hit you first, man. As far as a musical background, man, give me why you got started. Why and when?
As far as the music goes,
Yes, sir.
Like not just the studio shit. Like if you did high school shit, like what's the reason or like what, like how, why? You know what I'm saying?
but so like I grew up watching videos of me 2-3 years old with a bucket and like some tree limbs drumming outside, like actually putting rhythm to like beats.
Yeah.
Like I don't have no remembrance of it at all, but I've seen multiple videos like at family outings and stuff. Like, so I guess you could say the music was always in me. Like my family is very sports oriented. Like you look at my background in my family, everybody plays sports. Like I grew up in a culture where sports was the most like that's the recreation, that's what you do, that's the pastime, sports.
Yeah.
But I had an opportunity to move to the States, and in 7th
You're
grade,
from
I'm from the Bahamas.
Nassau,
Bahamas.
242.
Yeah. Born and raised. Moved here in the 7th grade, and I moved to Texas. Was in a semester class there. Did football there, but then I broke my ankle. And then that's when I was introduced into like band, and like band on another level, because I was in band and stuff back in my home country, but like this is America, so it was a bit different for me. Like what I was experienced, like back home it was just, look, play this. But like I got to America and then like there's black dots on the paper. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it kind of like in the culture it was expected for everybody to just pick it up, but over here, you know, it's a little different. It's to the book.
It's specified,
Yeah, you know, so that was a new learning curve, and I ended up enjoying that. Like I taught myself how to read music. I couldn't point to one person and say this particular person taught me how to read music. Like over time, just breaking that stuff down, like just. But yeah, as far as like my music goes, Like that started about 2 years ago. Like as far as like
real heavy.
Yeah, like 2 years ago is when I got started. Like I've been drumming in church my whole life.
Okay.
Like as far as my musical background, but as far as like recording, like putting out music on a regular basis, consistent basis, calling myself an artist, probably started about 2 years ago.
And what was your first release?
My first song was Trapped Inside.
Oh yeah, I've been trapped inside my head for too long.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's so crazy. It's so crazy because a longtime friend, I met with him today, and we was just playing some music back and forth, and that was the first song he played and was like, bro, I relate to this song so heavy. This the best song I like from you. Like, and I'm like, I haven't thought about that today. Wild. Like, it's crazy. Like, he was singing the song word for word, vibing out with it. Like, remember when I was broke, cooking around on top of the stove? Hey. Like, he was relating to all of that. And I was like, bro, I'm not even like on the Trapped Inside stuff no more. But like, here there is somebody today reminding me that like, my work is still giving them some kind of inspiration, and they still like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Trapped Inside, like I never had no aspirations of being an artist. Like that's probably be the biggest shocker, because you look at where I'm at now and like all the work I've put in, you're like, there's no way he hadn't wanted to be an artist his whole life. Like, like I had no aspirations. Like it was crazy because Chandler was recording, like he was recording something for our good friend Nate. Like some vocals for some project he was working on, and I just so happened to be with them, bro. Yeah. I was with Nate, and I mean, he was just getting some vocals from him, and toward the end of the session, he started playing some beats, and like just showing them some stuff he was working on. He played this one little acapella thing, and I was just like, yo, what is that? Like just me.
Are you talking about that bop bop?
Yeah, and that's actually him. Like, don't let him fool you. Like that instrumental. If you play that song back and you listen to the vocals that's being sung, that's actually this man singing.
It's on Spotify. It's on Spotify.
It's not on Spotify. That song, my first song, that's only found on YouTube. Everything else is.
Let's go ahead. I'm gonna look it up real quick, just for a little throwback.
Yeah, man.
For the record, it was actually a piano loop I had made. Okay. And then later on I added the vocal.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool, yeah.
Alright, so let me go to your page.
Yeah, while you're looking that up, not to cut you off, Gyles, but Chandler, I'm going to ask you the same thing. As far as like a musical background, why and when did you get introduced? Oh, he found the song. Hold on.
Let's run that back real quick. Hey, that's clean. It's giving me goosebumps, bro. That's clean. All right, my bad. I had to get a little throwback.
I'm glad you found it.
That's crazy.
But why and when? You know what I mean? At what time and what drove you towards music?
For me, everything kind of started back in grade school when I joined beginning band. Mm-hmm. I chose saxophone just randomly chose an instrument.
Yeah.
And then was kind of just like in band for 6th grade, 7th grade. 7th year rolled around, and I found a little game called Geometry Dash.
Oh, shit.
I'm not even gonna lie, I started No Life in that game for like at least 2 or 3 years. And through that game, I found this app called Oxy, where you can make your own music. And then when I was playing Geometry Dash, I got really into EDM. And Oxy was like, ooh, I can make like my own kind of music now. And then I was actually PE freshman year, I was working on something, and a guy comes up to me. His name was Kyle Park, and he was like, "Oh, what you doing there?" And I was like, "Oh, just making music." He's like, "Oh, that's cool." And like we were talking about music for a little bit, and he told me about FL Studio. And I was like, "Interesting." And then like I forget how much longer it was, but for like my 16th birthday, I think my dad got me a copy of like the cheapest version of FL Studio, and then from there I just kept on making music.
Wow. Huh. So that's pretty early to get started off.
Yeah, that is pretty early. Like, a lot of people wait till they're like close to 20 or something. Like, I know I did, but like, that's crazy. Like, you've really been doing this shit for like, how old are you now?
20.
20, yeah, for 4 goddamn years, dude. That's wild.
Well, to keep it on track, Gyles, we've got your why, where, and when. elaborate a little bit more on your move to the U.S. because when I first met you, I did not know that you came from the Bahamas or anything like that.
So, pretty much, I was living with my mom and my stepdad at the time. It was a good situation. Like, wasn't the best, you know what I'm saying? Mom going to work, you know, taking care of me and my sister, and then my little sister came along. But it kind of was getting, like, the culture down there in the Bahamas is not like, you know, it's a great country, don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? But as far as trying to chase your dreams, it's very limited. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I knew music was in me. I wasn't fully invested in music when I fully moved. It wasn't until I got here where I was like, yeah, music is me. Yeah. But like I really do pay the move here like as a big jump into like finding myself for real. Like, cause I found music and I realized that like if I don't got music running through my body, then I'm just not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not, it's just me. I always got to have music coming through me.
And then me and Jay are thankful, you know, because you invited us to go to the Bahamas with you back in April.
Yeah,
that shit was beautiful.
And man, we got to experience so much.
Yeah,
the whole culture, everything.
Your home is beautiful, bro.
Yeah, we got to experience so much, and you know, having a native with us, you know, it just helped with the whole experience, man.
Oh goddamn island!
Hey, we need to go get some corn fritters.
Hey, them corn fritters busting,
we need to
bro.
go back for some corn fritters.
I need some more of that gumbe.
Gumbe. Hey, I think you can get some of that in Atlanta though. For real.
I think you can. We'll try to get some at some point, bro. That shit's good.
Try to get them wings too. What are the tamarind?
Tamarind.
Them shits, bro. I don't know if you've ever had tamarind glazed wings.
One time, yeah.
Oh, bro, that's smack your mama. Smack your mama good, bro.
But so it pretty much came down to a decision where it was like, you know, my mom really didn't, like, I know my mom really didn't want to let me go. Like, she had raised me her whole life. My dad was over here in the States. He had stayed after he got done with college or whatever. He was a corrections officer or whatever, you know. So, you know, I could tell my mom didn't want to let me go. Like, she really didn't. But she knew that, like, I guess she saw the potential in me. Looking back, like, she saw the potential in me and she knew that I needed to go. Yeah. That it would be a good thing for me. So she let me go and I moved in with my dad and my stepmom, and you know, that's how I ended up here.
Man, that's a lot of love and a lot of trust right there. To let your baby go into another country.
Yeah, for sure.
Without you especially,
Yeah. And it's like, it's crazy because my whole high school time, I didn't even see her, bro. It was 6-7 years straight. From 7th grade to 12th grade. My whole family came over here for graduation. They surprised me and flew over for graduation. That was the first time they actually like got to see the environment that I was in. Like, we video call every day, but like, graduation, they all flew down. We stayed in Oxford and like I showed them around and stuff like that. And then that summer I went back home, you know, and then came back. You know? But
man, that's a lot of love back at home.
And that's definitely what keep me going. Like, especially with my mom too. Like, the fact that I know that she sacrificed, like, she'll never tell me. I know that she's just that kind of woman. She'll never say she like, no, like, you know, she'll never tell me. But like, I know, you know, like, that's just a son-mom relationship. Like, I know what it did to my mom. And I know what it did to me. You know what I'm saying? I was fortunate, you know, to have mother figures come into my life to help me along the way. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was like everything. Everything I do is just to make her proud now. You know what I'm saying?
That's some heartwarming shit right there. Like, the real talk, like, that's some feel good shit.
Yeah. Really, like, no cap. The first time I met you, I could just kind of tell that you had that family environment that was very loving.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure they were hands-on, giving you hugs and kisses.
For sure. I mean, they could probably tell you, like, when they came, real like, that's just the culture, man. It's very, like, if we say, hey, bro, like, hey, we cool.
His sister and mom, they were trying to hug us, you know, the first time meeting us, you know. Didn't know who we were, just knew we were from America.
And they were my friends.
And we were friends with him.
You feel me?
And like his grandma,
mom and sister.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
And like his sister, grandma, all of them just came right up and hugged us, you know.
See, that's some rare stuff. Like, I didn't know until I got older that I was blessed with a really good family. Yeah. Like, my grandma had 15 brothers and sisters. We had 300 people at Thanksgiving.
Holy shit.
We rented out a fellowship hall at a church. But, like, to meet people that are straight, like, I knew when I met you, you were talkative, you weren't shy, but it wasn't just talking to talk. Like, I could feel that you came from a good household. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of support, a lot of just love running through that shit, you know? It's easy to stay, like, in a little clan and not say a whole lot. But when you're just easy going around people, it's like, damn, I know somebody took care of that motherfucker when he was younger, you know? Like, that's some good shit, though. And on the same topic, man, so I got your when and why. Where did you come from, Chandler? I know that's such an oddball question to throw your way, but where did you go to school? Where did you grow up at? Here in the 256?
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Jacksonville.
Okay.
Been here whole life. I went to Kiddystone Elementary School.
Same here.
And Jacksonville High School.
Cool.
Yeah.
So now you go to Troy, right?
Oh yeah, I'm taking classes at Troy right now.
What program are you in?
The music industry program.
So you're trying to be like producer full time after college, I would assume?
Probably. It was just like time was like really running out at the end of high school, and I was like, I don't know what I want to do, but I know like I was making music at the time. I was like, I know this is pretty fun, and like this is like probably something I can see myself doing a long time. So I'm gonna try to find a place where I can like keep doing this for a little bit longer. So I decided to go to Troy.
Troy is the place to do that at. It's a very good school for any kind of arts, man. Physical, musical, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, facts. No, they got their facilities are like, I remember we walked in there during our jazz fest that we went to.
Oh yeah.
And we got to take a tour of the music facility. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
We walked in there and we were like, damn! like, come on, sheesh! Like, have like marble statues in the rotundas and all the music buildings and shit. Like modern art paintings hanging up. Like,
it's a vibe for sure.
Oh, it really is. It's like some royalty kind of vibes. Very nice and beautiful campus too. Like the grass is green as hell. The trees are magnificent looking, like straight out of a Van Gogh painting. You know what I'm saying?
But then you drive out the gate and then you know.
In the hood, yeah. That's the wild thing about Troy. Like, the nicest college anyone's ever probably seen is in the middle of fucking nowhere. In the middle of the hood.
Talking about you drive one block out the campus and it's like
not
projects,
block,
like
bro. It's like that
no, yeah, it literally is that street. Because going into the university, like the gate that we always enter to get to your dorm, is like. Literally half a block away is like the hood gas station, and then right across from that is like the hood Chinese restaurant.
Oh god!
And like it's crazy, bro. Like I remember our first time going through there, and Gyles was like, "We're here," and I was like, "Fucking what?" Like, what? There's a Chinese restaurant right here in a gas station. This don't look like the university. He's like, "Just wait," and literally 3 minutes down the road, if that, we come through these like brick columns. It's not even a gate, it's just like a group of columns on each side of the road, and then all of a sudden it opens up, bam, green ass grass. They have a whole terracotta army pond big over buildings, there, like, big royal ass looking buildings. Like, it's crazy.
It's a vibe for sure.
Yeah, that's a great experience you got to have. From what I understand, Troy is a really good art school. Well, y'all, we're gonna move on from kind of the foundations of where everything started, but I've got to throw it out there. Gyles, I know you are a big Celtics fan. And man, I was rooting for them too. So just for a little tangent, please tell me what the Celtics need to do next year to win the chip.
I think we got everything we need.
Okay.
I think it's a running back. All we're lacking is depth. Like, when it came down to it with the Golden State Warriors, like, they had stacked up veterans ready to go.
They did.
and we played 7 players in the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did not have a lot of players.
Like, we played our starting 5 and then Peyton Pritchard and Grant Williams. That was it.
I'll give you that, yeah.
Like, everybody else is just not good enough. And it's like, we don't have any depth. Like, and I think that's what we're trying to do. I know we drafted like some shooting guard. I don't think he gonna do nothing. Like, no, for real.
Maybe not very good, dude. He might end up being some good. You never know.
I think that he's the dude from Alabama, the guard from Alabama.
Oh, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Everybody,
the big hair. That was going crazy.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
Everybody from Alabama's a bust in the NBA, bro. Colin Sexton came from Alabama. Was supposed to be a bull and bust.
Well, the reason I got on that was just pretty much inspiration that you take into your music.
Into your lifestyle.
I know that's got to be a big influence. I know you on a sports level.
Especially because like there are lyrics where you like straight up name drop players, Celtics players. Like, what song is it where it's like from when Tatum and them sees, I'ma pull it from that 3 line.
Hey,
Counting up the bucks up, never had it.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, like Tatum and them sees, I'ma pull it from that 3 line. Yeah, I mean, you name drop and you definitely use that shit.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Like you definitely hear like my personalities and my teams. Like I definitely shout them out. Cause I think they fall. I mean, come on, like I just think like.
So not to keep it just centered on sports, but outside of NBA, is there any NFL, college?
Man, I'm a Seahawk fan, but like I ain't repping them right now. You know, I'ma just be real. I'ma just be real. Like I had plans to get me a Russell Wilson jersey. I had me an NFL jersey plug.
Yeah.
I don't even want it no more, bro. Like.
I mean, hey, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just trying to see what we're gonna do. Drew Lock is not gonna be the answer though.
Okay.
So it's like,
just to be that guy, how do you feel about Baker Mayfield coming in for the next year? If you guys could get him, would you pay the money to have him for a year over Drew Lock? I'm being an NFL analyst right now.
I mean, I would take Baker over Locke because I think he has a stronger arm, which is good for DK and Lockett.
Y'all like to establish a run game anyways.
For sure.
That's what
he good with the play action.
He is.
But one of my biggest concerns with Baker is that like he just isn't consistent for me.
I'll give you that.
He's just
definition
not. And I feel like it's because he let outside noise get to him, and I don't want him being my franchise quarterback.
I hear that. Coming off the injury, if he were to heal up, play like Baker of old, and keep y'all in the hunt for a playoff,
I think he can do that for sure.
I hope so, because I don't want to hate on the guy. I like him. I mean, I'm a SEC dude, but it's hard to resist a guy like him. Like,
especially
I mean, I know he's a damn competitor for sure.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know, man. Mechanics wise,
I know it's hard.
Well, what about your music inspirations? You know, what artists inspire you? You know.
my biggest music inspiration is Roddy Ricch for sure.
I knew that.
How and why? Well, I'll tell you why. My good buddy Clark, he plays guitar in a couple of church bands that I play around. I was living in Anniston at the time, and he was picking me up from a practice, and Roddy Ricch, this was 2019 when Roddy Ricch dropped his Please Excuse Me Being Antisocial album.
Great fucking album, by the way. Great album. I think it's his best album.
I think that's the best. That's still to date the best cohesive album I've heard, top to bottom. How he did it, like.
Okay.
Like somebody else gonna have to change my mind. Like how he put it together, his concept, his vision. Like if you really just pay attention, like it was all set up nice. But Roddy Ricch for sure. Another one I would say is like I don't know. Like I listen to a lot of people. Like I like Polo G. I like Lil Baby. But like as far as like getting my inspiration, like Lil Baby, I look at him more like the business side of thing, more like his music. I watch how he move businessly.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying?
He is
like
a businessman.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, I get my inspiration from him. Like I'll pick and choose different artists. Like there probably ain't no one artist that like
dominantly.
Yeah, right.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but it's good to have a pool to be able to pick from and stuff. Not being centered too much.
But I'm mainly listening to Roddy, baby.
I hear you.
A little bit of Quando Rondo.
Chandler, I'm gonna throw the same thing your way, man. What kind of inspirations fall into your music, whether it be through sports or other musicians, producers, even? I mean,
also like film scoring as well. Like I know Hans Zimmer does a lot of stuff, and you probably like some of Hans Zimmer's stuff.
Definitely.
Like especially since you're a Star Wars fan.
Cool.
And I'm assuming you're a Marvel fan.
And I've seen a good bit of the movies.
So tell us about that.
Yeah, definitely Hans Zimmer. Uwe Sins from the original Kung Fu Panda soundtrack is still like one of my all-time favorite songs.
Yeah, that's a pretty good soundtrack. That's a pretty good soundtrack. I'm not gonna lie.
I might have to go back and listen. I mean, I know I've heard it, but I'm gonna have to go back and listen, knowing that's your favorite. Like, what's
that one and the How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack.
Oh, okay. That's also
cool.
Really good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like I was very surprised because like normally like animated movies and shit don't really have a good soundtrack like organically composed, but like that really surprised me.
Yeah. But as for like more pop artists, my top artist for like the past couple of years for me has been like J. Cole, and it's crazy because like before 2020 I like rarely listened to like any rap or trap music at all. Like J. Cole is like the single rapper that I would listen to, and to this day he's probably my top artist.
Well, last podcast I had a Dreamville shirt on. I'm gonna take this little opportunity to say my boys over here in the TFS drip still have not t-shirt. So until y'all hook me up, I'm gonna keep showing up in different labels. I don't know if y'all can see Hustle Gang right now. It was Dreamville last time. It's Hustle Gang now. Until TFS officially makes me part of the team, I'm gonna keep repping it.
We're gonna get you one. I just gotta get with my sister and get some more made.
I'm gonna keep whining and crying.
I got a list of about 6 more. I know we got one for King Hundo coming and Chandler over here.
Yes, sir. And as far as let's dive into a little bit more of your inspirations. I know that J. Cole also produces a lot of stuff. Yes. He also produces a lot of stuff himself. Like I would say probably about 80%. Like, and that's probably lowballing a little bit. What are some other producers that you listen to? Because I know Phineas is a big artist and producer. Like he produces all of Billie Eilish's shit. Do you listen to what he's doing and pull inspiration from that? And like who else?
Recently, probably not even recently, but like past 2 years since I was working with Gyles, I would say Phineas is like definitely one of the biggest inspirations. Because like I didn't really, when Billie Eilish first became popular, I didn't really like listen to her. I was like, whatever. And then
fair enough.
Later on that summer, I think it was 2019. Yeah, later on summer 2019, like when it was almost over, I finally listened to her first full length album, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute here. And like since then, I became a Billie Eilish fan, and then I found out that her brother produces like all her stuff, and that they made the entire album in his room. And I was like, wait a minute, I have a computer. I have a room.
You feel me?
I did not know that about her brother doing that in just like a spare room or something.
It was his. I think it was his bedroom. They just had like a mic, and she would just hold it and recording it.
Wow.
And then he would produce. Of course, they have some like contacts and like people in the industry, so like they got some like professionals come in and like finish mixing and mastering and like market, but like producing and like all the ideas behind it is just those two.
That's still big shit though. Shout out to her brother.
Yeah, dude,
I didn't know.
Phineas is talented, man. Wow. He and he's an artist too. So like, if you ever get the chance to like look up and listen to him, like he's got this one song that I really fucked with, American Cliche. It's like, I'm American Cliche. Missing a girl in the French cafe. I say, God damn. And I'm like, God damn, bro, that shit's smack, cuz. But yeah, dude, he's talented, dude. What about, like, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and just name some, like, probably, like, oddball, like Kenny. Have you ever heard of Kenny Beats?
Yeah.
Kenny Beats is a good one. What about, like, Murda Beats or, like, anything, like, Metro Boomin or,
Heard of... I kind of know who Murda Beats is. Everyone knows who Metro Boomin is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Mustard.
Yeah, I was about to say Mustard. How do you feel about, like...
Mustard paired with Roddy a lot. They like Roddy.
Yeah, they like this.
They like that.
So what about, like, bigger, like, almost like God tier level producers like Kanye and DJ Khaled? How do you feel about what they do, and do you pull anything from what they do and use it to apply to your productions?
I don't actually listen to too much DJ Khaled. I listen to a little bit of Kanye, but like I don't really pull too much from them. To be honest, I'm very like unversed in like producers. I just kind of hear a song, I'm like, ooh, that sounds cool.
Heck yeah.
And then I'll like emulate it or something.
Heck yeah.
It's a very good organic way to go about it. You know what I mean?
That way you're not, carbon copying and pasting and all this other shit.
Yeah. Yeah, big time, man. Well, y'all, just to give it a little break real quick. Last episode we did not know for sure, but today we know that on Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Samsung Podcast, we're available. We appreciate if you've listened thus far. Thank you very much for showing the support, and we hope you listen again for another episode. We're going to keep this going.
Listen to us. Listen to us, homie.
So, as far as latest in the industry, what's popping right now, who are you guys looking forward to hearing drop for the rest of 2022? I know my guy over here's got something in his pocket. So if you'll hold yourself back a little bit, Gyles, I'm gonna start with you actually. Besides yourself, who are you looking to hear from this year?
There's probably only two people that I'm like, when it drop, like, do not disturb. I'm listening. I'm tuning in.
So we already know Roddy dropped that shit already.
No, that's not even it. He's supposed to be dropping Feed the Streets 3.
Oh yeah, he's supposed to be dropping something else.
I'm a big fan of his Feed the Street stuff because like that's like not his mainstream stuff. Like his mainstream stuff started on that album, his first album. Like his first mixtapes, a lot of people don't listen to it, but like that's his background. Like you really listen, like he really told his stories. Like he really got out the mud. Like he really just. Like, you know, so I'm looking forward now that he done lived life and like he's a millionaire and like got a song that's 6-tuple platinum. Yeah. Like I'm trying to see what he trying to feed the streets. Like I'm trying to see what he talking about with that same flow. Like, and then another, you know, of course, Lil Baby's album supposed to be dropping sometime July.
Good luck.
So, damn, that's that soon.
Yeah, he actually I saw something like 2 days ago that said that he's off of all social media. Like he posted like, "Hey, I'm taking a social media break. See you when the album drops."
What?
And he hasn't been active.
That's some
since.
bullshit right there.
He
That's
hasn't
crazy.
been active since. Like, so I'm looking forward to that. So those are the only two like projects. Anything else that drop, you know, I hear it when I hear it.
Yeah, I've seen that B.O.B. and Ne7ion are both supposed to be dropping projects this year.
Yeah.
Oh, bro,
a bunch of people dropping music now because it's like. We're now getting out of that COVID mind. Like the U.S., like everybody's trying to get back and get back on the grind. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's not
even that for B.O.B. and Ne7ion. They both been like off for a minute.
Oh
like,
yeah,
they ain't putting nothing out. Yeah, they're getting up there now for real.
Oh yeah.
But I'm kind of excited to see what they're gonna do for real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that was good looking out. I forgot about the B.O.B. and Ne7ion.
Yeah.
Once upon a time.
Ne7ion.
You know what I mean? I'm really looking forward to them. I guess we'll keep it going to the left. Jay, what are you looking forward to?
Shoot, man. I'm really looking for, like Gyles said, the Roddy and Lil Baby stuff. That's definitely piqued my interest. I'm waiting to hear on if there's an artist I follow named Tash Sultana. I don't know if you guys know of her, but definitely look her up. She's one of the most talented individuals I've ever seen perform. Super goddamn talented. I actually got put on to her when I was, we'll just say chilling. When I was chilling with some friends, and we put her NPR Tiny Desk concert up on the screen.
Shout
and for
out
like,
Tiny Desk.
yeah, shout out to NPR Tiny Desk. Hopefully we get one soon. But we put her Tiny Desk concert up on the screen. We were listening, and I was just like, I had a literally a literal out of body experience. Like it literally took me to another plane of existence where like I just deeply understood why I'm existing and like why I'm here. And then after that, it took me a couple days to process like all the emotions that I felt during our chill session. And we were talking about it, and I was like, guys, and this was before I had hit either of you up to record either. And so I was like, guys, I think I'm supposed to be making music. Like, I think this is what I'm supposed to do. And like the first time I ever tried to I've never told anybody this, not even y'all. The first time I ever tried to record something, I took my old busted ass iPhone and I downloaded a voice recorder app. And I had Nathan come over. Nathan Ballard is a good friend of ours. He's an amazing sax player, probably one of the best that's ever come through Jacksonville State University.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not bullshit neither. Like, that man's talented. His fingers are flames. But yeah, I had him come over and had him download the exact same voice recorder app. That way there'd be no difference in sound quality. And but yeah, Nathan Ballard, one of the best saxophone players at JSU, probably ever come to. I would say top 5 to ever come through JSU. Like, no bullshit. But I made him download the exact same voice recorder app, and that way there'd be no difference in sound quality between mine and his. And what I would do is, since I'm a guitar player, I would record my guitar part first, because it also set the rhythm and the groove, because I would just use it for like rhythm chords. And then I would play that over a Bluetooth speaker. And since you can't record while it's playing, I would have him record what I'm playing through the speaker and with another instrument like a keyboard. And then I would have him play that through a Bluetooth speaker and me record another instrument on my phone. And then they would just go like that until I had some shit like kind of layered up. Yeah, I swear to God. And like,
roughing it.
Yeah, dude, literally just like fucking rough. And that was before I knew I could also get GarageBand on my phone and do shit with GarageBand. Yeah. So like, I was just like, this is the only way. You know, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, back to the who I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on Tash Sultana. I'm waiting on the guy sitting across from me, King Hundo. Check it out. I'm definitely waiting on Lil Baby and Roddy Ricch, as we stated earlier. I want to see if, because Jack Harlow just released some stuff, and I know Drake did too, but I'm wanting to see if they release maybe another single or two before the end of the year. I'm definitely waiting on Polo G to drop some new stuff. Yeah, because it's been a little minute since he dropped some stuff.
Well, he dropped Distraction.
Yeah.
That was his newest single.
Yeah, I mean, it was only a single though, so I'm still waiting on maybe another single.
Yeah.
Maybe gearing up for an album toward the end of the year. I'm definitely waiting on Moray and Rod Wave to drop some stuff.
Yeah,
that soul shit
is planning on dropping something.
Yeah, that soul shit is fucking. It hits, bro. Like Rod Wave and Moray. If y'all don't listen to him, go listen to him. As far as local industry, 256 industry, I don't know if I can say too much, but I know that there's a couple people that we got lined up and we've been talking to. I don't know when it'll happen, so I don't know if it'll happen this year, but I can just say that I'm waiting on Different to drop. I don't know when it's going to drop, but I'm waiting on Different to drop. Am I missing anybody else? Capone, yeah, I'm waiting on Capone to drop. M. Capone. Almighty Tay, he's one of the artists that we record here.
And I heard Kent was back in the studio with Cutler recording.
Kid Kent's back in the studio, yes sir.
He's back in the studio with Cutler, so I'm excited to see what he's coming out with.
And isn't Chase Hurtado supposed to be dropping a little something as well?
I think he is, not to spoil anything, but I think he's supposed to be dropping a little something.
Heck yeah. Yeah, those are some guys I'm looking forward to hearing, and girls. Also, like a lot of pop stars like Ariana Grande. It's kind of been a minute for her. I'm really wanting to hear some like new, refreshing Billie Eilish. I feel like all of her stuff has been kind of the same since she started to pop off, so I'm waiting on her to kind of branch out from her like e-girl, sad girl pop shit. Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see if she does drop anything new, what it'll sound like.
Yeah. Another shout out to Dreamville Records. I appreciate Bossy Badass dropping some shit earlier this year. That was much needed. As far as what I'm looking forward to, I'm going to start with the 256. We had our man, Amari, what does he go by? Prodigy. We gave him a shout out last episode.
Yeah, Young Prodigy.
Really looking forward to his newest shit. He's been at it for a while, and where I saw him pick up from where he left off at, miles and miles ahead of what he was doing. He had the bars, but the flow came together.
Yeah.
Finally. But if I can wring anything else out of Dreamville, whether it's JID or I know Cole is supposedly one more project away from being retired, I think.
That's what he says, and I'm hoping it's kind of like the Logic and Kanye situation where he realizes like, damn, I really can't step away from this.
Yeah. And Lil Wayne said a long time ago that he was officially retired.
Yeah.
If you'll just give us features,
I'm fine. Yeah, I'll be happy with that.
You feel me?
You made a whole career without features. So just keep dropping us little hints of stuff, and that'll keep me going. But sadly, as far as looking forward to new stuff, like I said, I'm looking for the Prodigy. I know he's really stepped his game up. And again, anything from my A1 Day One, Dreamville, even if we get like some other stuff, like some J-Rock, some kind of
that would be refreshing. I'd love to hear some new J-Rock stuff.
Yeah. I spent the last weekend at the beach. I don't know, some damn Gucci Mane, Waka Flocka Flame,
that would be crazy, dude. That would be crazy.
Acting a fool up there at the beach, you know what I mean?
When's the last time they dropped some shit?
But I'm gonna pass it off to Chandler. What are you looking forward to, man? This year.
Like Jay said, I'm also looking forward to some if Billie Eilish gonna drop, because she hasn't dropped anything since her last album.
Yeah.
Which IMO, it was okay. Like, of course, Happier Than Ever, like the title track was like phenomenal. But, like, besides that, there's only like maybe 2 other songs from the album that I was really like, that I could remember that really stuck with me. So I'm kind of waiting for her to drop like another single, see if I mess with it. Because the singles she dropped like leading up to that album, I thought were all good, and those are probably all the songs that stuck out to me. But I just I don't know. It's been a minute. Yeah. And then I'd say another artist, they actually just dropped today, so I'm like about to listen to that after this.
Okay.
I'm just waiting until I get like some good speakers or something. And that's The Living Tombstone. Probably haven't heard of that person. They're kind of niche. It started out as just one guy who would just make a bunch of EDM songs, and then that was like probably through middle school and high school my top artist, like probably still of all time. But they kind of took a hiatus from like 2017 to now. Not 2017. It's been some years because they kind of dropped out, and now it's like not just the guy. Now it's like a group of people, and the music hasn't been hitting the same since. But then they took another break, and now they're back to their old stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. They just dropped today. So yeah.
Good shout out.
Just to add on to what I was saying, also, I know there's some bands in the 256 that we also fuck with. Think Sanity and Soul Carnival. I know they're supposed to be working on a few projects that might release within the end of this year. So if you guys are watching this, Soul Carnival, Fantastic band, fantastic group of people. I love everybody in that band. Our good buddy Jack Vermouth, we talked about him last time on the podcast. Dylan runs live sound for him. They're also supposed to be working on stuff, so we'll see if they drop anything. I'm really excited to hear if they do, though. Have you gotten any word from Jack on that, by the way?
No, I don't know what they've got planned as far as what they're working on or not.
Oh, dang. Well, I hope they release some shit, because I really do enjoy like listening to them. Like at work, I'll be listening to them, or like even in my free time, I'll turn on some like Soul Carnival, Sponge's band, or like some Think Sanity, Jack's band. Like they're really talented individuals.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Not to stray too far, but we just had a few local buddies try out for Tiny Desk.
Yeah, I actually heard about that. Daniel O'Donnell and Christian Watts are in a band with this dude that goes by Alto Moon.
But he's also from the 256 as well.
Shout out,
Indeed.
Troy.
Shout out Alto Moon.
Thank you.
Very, very talented individual. His choreography is insane. He actually just played a halftime show for a WNBA game.
I saw that,
Yeah.
man. Big stuff.
Yeah, dude, he went ham. Congrats on that guy. He actually did get a NPR Tiny Desk, or I don't know if it was a Tiny Desk, but I know he got an NPR show spot. So yeah,
That's big stuff.
Yeah, him and Daniel and Christian have been doing work. Shout outs to those guys. Daniel
Absolutely
O'Donnell.
would love to get them on here.
Absolutely.
Listening.
Daniel O'Donnell is probably the best saxophone player, number one spot. I know I said Nathan's one of the top, but if
That's the first name that popped to my head.
Yeah,
It was
like-
where do you put him?
like the top is Daniel O'Donnell's best saxophone
Okay.
player I've ever heard.
Big shout out.
And, like, especially in person too. Like his tone is crazy, his groove is insane. Like there's not a lot of people that just get music, but like he just fucking gets it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's natural, so natural.
Yeah. Well, y'all, this is a little bit out of my element. I'm gonna start again to my right. I'm gonna start with you, Chandler. This is an oddball question we haven't asked yet on the podcast, but when you're in the studio or doing a collaboration, what is like a pet peeve that you have as far as don't come at me trying to throw me this or that, or you know, what is something that you hear an artist, because you're a producer, that kind of gets you excited in the opposite sense? You know what I mean? Do you ever hear guys talking this and that and you're like, oh shit, this is gonna be a rough session right here? You know what I mean? Like,
I had a couple of those moments. Well, off the bat, let's just say I'm a producer, but the only person I really produce for is Gyles. So like,
Yes.
and we were already friends before then. So like, there were studio sessions, but it more just feels like us hanging out. To
I
be
feel
honest,
that. Yeah.
Straight up.
yeah. I don't really. None of those moments don't really happen too much anymore. But when we first started, I will say there were a couple times where I was like, okay. I think the one that comes to mind, even though it ended up not being that bad, but when we were, I think it was Hundo Flow, when like I picked you up and then you were like, oh yeah, I'm still writing the verse. And I was like, bro, what?
Like we got to record in 5 minutes and you haven't finished the verse.
Oh yeah.
Put you on spot. That's good.
Man.
But no, it came together.
I kind of, that makes me curious, like, because I know I started recording and I was like, I know how I get, and so like, tell me some moments if there was any time that I was recording over there and you were just like, all right, shut the fuck up.
There was a moment. I'm not gonna. Actually, I don't even know his name, but I think you know the guitar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about that whole situation though, so I'm not gonna speak on it. But
I feel you.
Hey,
yeah,
he's human.
He did lay down some good tracks though. He's a very talented guitarist. Very, very cool individual.
that day he was just off his rocker or something, I guess.
Yeah, he does have his bad days, but I love him to death, man. I love him to death.
Yeah, he seemed cool. It was just that one time. I was
also
like,
think
yeah.
it doesn't, because that was his first time. That was his first time ever recording anything. So I also think like his nerves didn't help him either.
Yeah,
He's probably nervous as shit.
but yeah.
Why don't we get into it? I heard King Hundo over here has got something dropping soon. Tell us a little bit about that, man.
Oh, for real?
What's going on? Here's Taylor over here acting like he don't even know about it.
First off, I got a music video for Expensive Taste dropping tomorrow on my YouTube page. That's gonna start the ball rolling. For July 9th, I'll be dropping my second EP on all platforms. Cohesive EP. I have to say cohesive.
Yeah, that does matter too. Like and I'm glad you didn't call it a mixtape either, because like there is a difference. Like EPs are normally more cohesive.
Yeah. And
like mixtapes, like Dreamville dropped a mixtape not too long ago, and a lot of people are like, "What's the difference? What's the difference?" Like if you listen to a mixtape, there's going to be a variety of different sounds and a variety of different like feels to the music. But if you listen to an album or an EP, like there's definitely got to be some cohesion as far as like what the whole project means to you, but also like I kind of look at it like the movie Inside Out, like one person's brain, but there's a shitload of different stuff going on in that brain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's good. I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yeah, but that's set to drop on July 9th.
And what's the name of it?
The name of the tape is Road to Royalty.
No shit. All right.
We shouted out where you can find the podcast at. Where can we find you at on that new album, that EP?
The EP be dropped everywhere under my name, Gyles Smith.
He said everywhere.
Everywhere.
I'm talking about everywhere you stream music, bro. Like even like Snapchat, Instagram,
TikTok. I know. So if y'all got some TikTok dances on me, y'all best make some dances.
All I gotta do is search my name up here. It's gonna pop up. But yeah. Spotify.
So what is this take? You know, the name Road to Royalty. You know, I mean, there's got to be some kind of meaning to it.
Yeah. So it's crazy. So my first tape, named "Shooting for the Stars," that was a big inspirational tape for me. You know, just getting out of a mindset that I was in, entering a new phase. You know, I was striving for a lot of things, but now I've kind of evolved and like, you know, it's a different mindset now. You know, life's went on, lessons have been learned, so there's more things to talk about.
Yeah,
you know, so really, this tape is really, if I had to describe this tape, it's really just an update on me. Yeah. You know, like my day one people who've been listening to me from day one. You know, I know it's a lot of people out there, you know, they support me. They always, you know, hit me up on Snap or Messenger or whatever it is, you know. They looking forward to it. So it's really just an update on me. For real.
That progression. Yeah.
Because like the last song I dropped, Expensive Taste, you know, that's just kind of was a teaser to, you know, where my sound's going for this tape, you know. But like my song before that, you know, Mama Say, you know, I ended the year out with that. Did over 10,000 streams, you know. Fortunate with that. You know, so I'm just looking forward for her to do big things for sure. But it's a big update on me, pretty much. That's what it's about. Life lessons, things that I've learned that maybe the listener, you know, can relate. And hopefully, you know, can apply it to them and use me as a tool of inspiration. That's the main reason why I do it. You know what I'm saying? It just feel good to have somebody say, you know what, he doing it.
Yeah.
So I can do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you really paving the way. Like, you really showing me that, look, you just got to go out here. It's possible. Like, you just got to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all, you can talk all day, but like, are you going to the studio? Are you making the connections you need to make? You know, are you doing things like that? Yeah. What you put in is what you're going to get out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If, how much serious you take it, you know, however much you invest in it, what you reap is what you're going to sow.
Yeah, what's your main priority? If you're really with it, it's gonna happen. Yeah. I don't care where you are. We're here out of the 256. I've said many a time I used to giggle at people coming out of here. But there's some people really making some waves, and I'm looking forward to you as well as a few different artists. I knew the country scene, and that's just because of my family, but you know, as far as the rap, R&B, I'm really surprised at what kind of talent we have around here. And the same question for you, Chandler. As far as working on this, we know you're mixing all of his shit. What did you feel was, I don't know, in the makings of this tape, the vision, how were you able to take his ideas and put them onto a track? Because I've heard a lot of podcasts with artists, but not producers. And I wanted to get in your brain a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, peek around. I know a lot of names, but they're never here on mic. You know, you see rappers all day dropping freestyles. You never see a producer on the podcast. And I appreciate you showing up. So, what did you feel going into this? What message did you take from the artist putting into this EP?
Without giving us too much.
Yeah.
I'll start with the kind of original idea for the EP. Because originally we had, like, even though some of these songs have been, like, in the makings for, like, well over a year now, we kind of started off, we just had a conversation in April. I forgot what it was originally about, but I mentioned that the year anniversary of his first mixtape was coming up. And I was like, you want to do something special for that? He's like, oh, really? And then we started thinking about it. We thought about doing a Shooting for the Stars Deluxe and, like, adding 2 more songs and I was going to go back and rework all the old songs. Because I really wanted a chance, because I've been listening to it recently. I wanted a chance to go back and, like,
make improvements.
Yeah. Kind of like basically what he said, like an update on me. Yeah. Like, I just wanted, like, to be like, I hear what I was trying to do, but I'm, like, better equipped now to accomplish that.
Yeah.
And I was like, so that was the original idea. And then a couple weeks later, he hits me back. He's like, okay, what if we just do a whole new tape?
And that's crazy, bro, because, like, I'll drop stuff like that on him all the time, bro. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I'll just be like I'll just think of some stuff and be like, it's really not possible, but I'm gonna still ask. And like, you know, maybe we can just try, maybe with a few tweaks, it'll be possible. Cause I just want to keep going. Like, that's just me. Like, if I see something, and once I got my mind made up, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
To have a producer that's willing to work with you, because I know on your end, it's got to be rough. I don't know if you got different artists besides this guy right here, but to hear so many, like, I'm trying to do this with this song, it's got to be like a whole fucking file of work that you've got to go through. You know what I mean? When they try to change some shit up, it's not like a light little, hey, can you do this instead of that? Like, no, I got to start from the ground up. You know what I mean? Like, it's nice that you're flexible with him to be able to do stuff like that, for sure. Well, y'all, we're gonna follow off on this same EP. I'm looking at the track list, and you know, are there any standout songs for you? And I'm gonna be a little harsh right here. I want, like, a favorite song, not just from the artist but the producer. A favorite and a least favorite song.
Ooh.
From what's coming out. Like,
and you don't have to name drop if you don't want to. You can say, like, track 2, track 6, blase.
Whatever you want to do.
Just let us know something.
I think I already know the favorite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's like an undisputed favorite for real. Like, it's just like,
like I said,
you funny.
Give me a number.
Nah, but it'll be track 6.
Track 6.
Track 6.
Is that the last track of the
Nah, it's the second to the last track.
Right.
It's the second. Yeah, it's the second to the last, and it's the second to the last for a reason.
Hey, that's why you gonna listen.
Like,
there we go.
You gotta listen to it. But
I'm curious to hear your least favorite.
My least favorite, bro. I don't know if I could come out and say I have a least favorite, because all of this stuff came from my brain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you put a lot of heart, a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Okay, so another way we could ask this question And
a slept on song, I think. A song that would be slept on, I think.
Yeah, we can say that. Yeah.
You could take it that way, or something that you think had the potential to be some fire that you might have left off a little something. I hate to be that way, man, because I know that's critiquing your own work.
Yeah, but
I ain't trying to.
It's so crazy because like how I am, I'm so attention to detail, bro. So like all these songs I've been working on for a year and a half, like going over lyrics, like, oh, this don't sound right, I'm finna change this word, or oh, Lord, this don't make sense, like making constant changes. So like just to straight up say,
well, the way that Jay put it, what's gonna be a slept on that months from now people are gonna be like, damn, I'm still bumping that shit.
Yeah, definitely. I almost said the name. It's crazy. It's crazy. I almost said the name.
Track 4.
It'll be track 4. It'll be track 4. Yeah, okay. For sure. Track 4.
Hey, I appreciate that, and that's a hard question to throw to an artist, because I know you guys are all proud of what you put out.
Yeah.
You don't put anything out until you feel it's complete.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But you gotta ask anybody. If you could fix the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Would you change that the eyebrows?
Yeah.
To the producer, man, same question. I'm gonna throw it your way. Do you think the same track he said is going to be straight fire? And do you have one that you kind of question a little bit?
Yeah. I'm actually going to give you 3 songs. I'll give you like my favorite, least favorite, and the one I think is going to be slept on. Because those two are going to differ.
No name drops.
Yeah. My favorite, got to be track 6. It's got to be.
Okay.
Least favorite, actually, no, I'll go to slept on. Slept on probably... I feel like track number 3 is gonna be slept on.
Okay.
And see, okay, let me talk about track number 3 right quick. Let me talk about track number 3 right quick. So, track number 3, like, I'll go ahead and say this. Track number 3, I'm featuring Chase Hurtado.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and say this. I had the pleasure of working with him. He's a cool guy. And he really took the vision and really complemented it well to what I had. Like, he really complimented it well. Like I wouldn't ask anything more for what he did on his verse for sure. Yeah. But as far as that song, I do think I agree with him on the sense, like, I see why he would say that, because like how the songs composed, like, it's like you're gonna really just have to listen to that. That's probably the song you will have to listen to the most. Yeah. Track number 3.
Okay.
Yeah. I enjoy that.
And you probably had to play it, like, once you get done playing it the first time, like, after you get done playing the whole tape, go back and play that one song.
3-4 times.
Like, that one requires definitely the most, like,
attention to detail.
Yeah, because like, trust me, like, we put a lot into that song because, like, I'm gonna go ahead and say this too. Track number 3 is also the track that gave me the overall inspiration for the Road to Royalty thing.
Okay.
So that's how big track number 3 is.
Track number 3 was, I'm tired of saying it, but that was like the first song that kind of came together for the tape, and like it kind of just like went from there.
Yeah,
it like kind of helped shape the rest of how it was going to turn out.
Oh yeah.
So we got your slept on song.
What was your least favorite?
Yeah.
Least favorite?
They pressing.
Got to be either 4 or 7. And not for the reason you would think.
Okay.
You just hype it up for.
Okay.
Yeah, because like 4 and 7, like the way I'm judging this is like, when I don't like a song, it's not unlike normally the artist part. It's normally because I'm like, I didn't bring everything I could to the table. Like, when I feel like I like a song, when like I feel like we both brought some good stuff to the table,
right? Like,
and I don't like it when I feel like I couldn't deliver, right? And I didn't like quite. When I feel like you're carrying me on the song, basically, like I see all these songs like collaborations.
That.
When I feel when I feel like I'm being carried by you, is when I really like it.
Yeah.
So like, track 4 and 7, I would say are the ones I feel like I was being carried.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, going to songs we can talk about. What's your favorite song you have released already, and what's your least favorite song?
Easy. You go first, though.
Favorite song I have released now?
Yeah, as of right now.
That's crazy. Dang, I never thought of this. It probably definitely had to be. It definitely had to be Mama Say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep your head up.
For a lot of reasons too. Like
That's a banger, bro.
Yeah.
That's a banger.
probably had to be Mama Say.
So what about your least favorite?
My least favorite that's out right now? Rewind. Straight up, like I'm straight up, like
We ain't gotta get into the reasons.
I
appreciate the honesty.
like, hey, that song did wonders for me though. Like it really did. Like I feel like that song really. It was my second song, and I think like with my storytelling and lyricism, how I was able to portray my story in that. Like I feel like it really showed people like, oh, he kind of talented a little bit. I feel like Rewind, but I don't really. Yeah,
Hey, so-
every time that song comes on, like literally, I'm like, I cringe a little bit. Like, I'm not putting out.
See, that's the reaction I want to hear out of an artist. It's so easy to hype up whatever's coming out, but to be crucial of yourself and be like, damn, like I had the message, I just didn't deliver it the right way, because I'm sure like it's got plenty of meaning to it, but it just didn't come out the way you wanted it to come out.
Nah, it came out how I wanted it to come out. It's just the situation behind.
I understand
the writing of the song.
Yeah.
Like,
And so from a producer standpoint, what was your favorite and least favorite song?
Mama Say gets an honorable mention. We were just talking about this, I think earlier this week actually. But my favorite song gotta be Where I've Been.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a good one.
And that's off
That
the
is a
Shooting
good
for
one.
the Stars EP.
that's crazy.
Nice.
That's one of the reasons I came with the idea. I was like, yo, we should do like a deluxe version where we like go back and like redo everything. Because I really want another chance at Where I've Been. Because I think it's a good song, but I feel like I could have did better. And that's like, I think I still hold the opinion that that song is like peak me and peak you. Like there were other songs where like maybe you did more than you did on Where I've Been, or maybe I did more where I did Where I've Been. But that was where we were both at like the highest point.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like just a lot of stuff
like
came
collaborative,
together.
like both what we wanted was able to just come together without no give or take. Like it was just like, here's my lyrics.
And it sounds that way too. Like it's
Yeah.
very cohesive. The production against the lyrics.
Yeah.
And then what about your least favorite?
Least favorite it's either Legends in the Making or Trapped Inside. But once again, like I just said, I'm kind of judging those based on like
your part.
And the way I judge my part is like number one is like the ideas I had for it, and then number two is like how well I like implemented those ideas and like the quality of it. Like Trapped Inside had a lot of good ideas, but like I listen every time it comes on, it like just the quality of it is just so low compared to like anything else we've done together. I'm just like, ew. And then Legends in the Making has like the ideas. There were some ideas in there, but not much, and the quality is still like low. So that was probably my least favorite. And then Trapped Inside is like number two, but like there's probably like a gap.
Very nice.
Yeah. I appreciate the honesty. It's a rough question to ask any artist, producer. Y'all really elaborated on what you felt your strengths were, what your weaknesses were, whether it's individually or as a unit. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a lot to put out good music. That's one of those hardballs we're going to try to throw every now and then. Like I said, no rainbows and butterflies and all that bullshit. I appreciate the honesty.
And you mentioned a little bit about the video for Expensive Taste coming out. By the time this drops, the video will be out. Well, tell us a little bit more about that. You know, how'd you come up with the idea? Yeah, what was your process and your vision for the video?
I mean, so basically, the vision for my video is basically the vision I had when I wrote the song. originally. Like it kind of like when I sat down and wrote that song, like I really sat down and wrote that in a different mindset. Like and I guess you can kind of tell. Like I wasn't like when I sit down to write, like I usually put out like I don't know, just like I don't know. Like I just was like literally I sat down and I was like I'm finna have fun.
Yeah,
Like just that time I sat down to write, like I just was like, you know what, I'm not finna care, you know what it is, and I just found a beat I like, and I was riding, and I just was like, the hook came out of like the hook meant that's usually the thing that come out that shaped the song,
yeah,
you know, but the hook came out first, and then it just once that's written, then it's just go time, man. But Expensive Taste, it's just really like just like a pop out song. Like that's really what it is. Like I got expensive taste. Like
yeah,
like I like expensive.
Don't you see the chains around this man?
I like expensive shit, and like you do the same if you was rich. Like that's what I forgot who said that shit. Somebody
don't tell me. From Live Like Fast, right?
Yeah.
Oh damn!
No, I think it was Gunna. I think it was Gunna. He was like, you do the same if you rich. Like,
yeah.
I mean, come on, like, who don't like
who wouldn't
luxury things? But you know, that's really not what I want my music to be focused about. For real. Like, I really want to have a message behind what I'm doing. But you gotta feed the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like in this industry, like you can stick to your guns and put out what you want and build your followers up with that. But also, if you got the talent and the ability, you can drop just some nice stuff for the ladies or something to make love to. Like you can switch it up. So that's what I'm experimenting with now.
It's a whole tangent I'm about to go off on, but J. Cole cut a lot of shit for that Paula Abdul.
Yeah.
Talking about what was it? Workout,
yep.
And I'm talking about his favorite rapper, his main inspiration, hit him up and said, like, man, I thought you was next up. Like, you really gonna rap?
Nas shit on J. Cole for that song.
And he had to make a whole reply. You know what I mean? Letting us down. And he ended up spitting a verse on it. You know, it was really tight. But, like, you hear how artists have to play into the game. And I mean, it is a game, man.
Oh,
you gotta
it
have
is
that
for sure.
radio hit. If you don't have one radio hit per EPM, mixtape, you know, whatever. Like,
yeah, it's all about how you play your cards for sure. Like with dropping music, like you play your cards right, you be straight.
Yeah.
So who did you get to shoot the video for you?
I got actually TFS Productions and Grim Films. Izzy, he goes by Different. His artist name's Different. He's actually featuring on my Road to Royalty tape 2.
Oh, what track?
He's featuring on track 7.
Oh shit.
I brought him in. It's a little treat for real. Like I think this track, like I describe this track as a treat. Like it really is.
Like a little cherry on top.
Yeah, it's just a lit closer, and I think he brought the heat, like the right intensity, like, and it all just tied together. But y'all just gonna have to listen. Y'all just gonna.
I mean, that's what we're here for, to put on local talent out of here. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself as a host of the podcast. You are definitely top 3 that I've heard come out.
Yeah.
Understanding that you're the producer behind everything. Again, top 3 that I've heard come out of this area. Really proud of you guys. I mean, seriously, I've known you for maybe a month, passing by, watching NBA Finals bullshit, you know what I mean?
For sure.
I'm glad I got the honor to meet you, like to hear the guy that's behind the scenes doing all the shit. Y'all don't get the recognition that you deserve.
And that's crazy that you say that, bro. That's crazy that you say that. Cause track 1 on the tape. Track 1 on the tape. It's just it's another special treat. I'm opening up with a treat, and I'm ending with a treat.
You got your appetizer and dessert.
pretty much. I ain't gonna say too much because I ain't gonna say too much, but yeah.
Did he get a feature verse? Did he get a feature verse?
No.
We're gonna get him on for a hook or something.
Producer bars.
Yeah, he can rap. He got some lyricism. He helped me out with a couple more bars too. Can't count.
Well, I can guarantee you guys, he will be on the beat before I will ever step foot on the beat. But with that said, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you for listening this far.
Thank you.
We've got Chandler the producer and Gyles here in the studio. Again, we're looking forward to Road to Royalty. Again, where is that available? Everywhere you can listen?
Yeah, everywhere you stream music. I'm telling you.
I'm dropping July 9th.
July 9th. And then Expensive Taste video dropping tomorrow.
July 1st.
Yeah.
So it'll be out by the time this goes up. So go check that out. I'll leave the link in the description for you.
As far as social media, I'm going to take it from the left to the right. Everybody shout out what we've got coming out. You can find us on
Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere, every place that we can be, we is, all right? So I'll just go ahead and say follow TFS Productions, TFS Prod official _ Instagram, TFS Productions on Facebook. Give us a follow, like, share, comment, all that stuff. Definitely follow our YouTube channel to see the podcast live in person, meet the faces behind the voices, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of stuff coming out, don't we?
Yeah, man, got a lot of work to be done. Some exciting stuff coming in the future. Don't want to give away too much information.
Got some videos, got some studio singles.
Got more podcasts to come.
More podcasts with some very, very interesting guests. Do not miss our next podcast. As far as personal social media, like I said earlier, Onyx Corwin on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. Social media, Onyx_Corwin, or just type in Onyx Corwin and you'll find me everywhere. What about you?
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at DJ Big Dooley. Give me a shout out or give me a follow. If you need live sound run, if you're a local artist. Hit me up. We can discuss some stuff and see what we need to be done. I'll pass it over to King Hundo over here.
Instagram, KVNG_Hundo, and Snapchat, Facebook. Well, Facebook is my name, and then Snapchat's just KVNG.Hundo. So it's a dot instead of underscore. But yeah.
What about you, man?
I'm kind of non-existent. You won't find me nowhere.
As behind the scenes as it gets, ladies and gentlemen.
Chandler doesn't like the social media too much, but it's all right. Keep him in the loop as much as we need to.
Guys, again, thank you for listening this far. We're here again with the TFS podcast coming straight out of the 256. As far as future episodes, we're going to have more artists, more producers on. I please hope you guys tune into the next podcast. And again, thank you very much for listening. This is Austin Green signing out. Y'all have a great day. Keep it 100.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, anytime, man. We can't wait to have you back again sometime.
For sure. Yeah.
All right, y'all take it easy.